People nowadays prefer to look and understand through pictures or videos, whether they're in motion or still. So what is visual rhetoric? So visual rhetoric is all about the visual elements of the message, like the layout, colors, and images help communicate the message. It's like when you see a poster or an ad that the way it's designed makes you feel a certain way or understand the message better. So it's not just about the words say, but also about they presented visually. And for business communication, it's important because it can also affect how visual the message seems how readable the communicator appears. Next, visual literacy. So what is visual literacy? Visual literacy means being able to understand, interpret, and evaluate messages that are communicated through visuals like pictures, videos, or even symbols. It's like being able to read and comprehend visual information just like you would read and understand words in a book. So if someone is visually literate, they can look at a picture or watch a video and really understand what it's trying to say or convey. So there are three modes of persuasion. First, we have ethos. Alright, so imagine you're trying to persuade your classmate to join a club you're passionate about. One way you can do that is by using cold ethos, which basically means showing them that you're trustworthy and reliable. So you might talk about your experience in the club and any achievements you had or why you care so much about it. By doing this, no, you're trying to convince them about that you're a credible source and that they can trust what you're saying. That this helps make your argument more convincing. People are more likely to listen to someone they believe knows what they're talking about. So next, pathos. Okay, so when you're trying to convince people of something, like in a persuasive speech or an advertisement, we can use different methods to make our point. One of these methods is called pathos, which is all about appealing to people's emotions. Basically, it's about using visual cues or words to make the audience feel a certain way, like happy, sad, excited, or angry. So if someone wants you to feel really sad about a or cause, they might show you images or tell you stories that tug at your heartstrings, like using feelings to convince someone to agree with you. Last, we have logos. So when you're trying to persuade someone about something, like maybe in an essay or a speech, there are different ways you can do it. One, one is called logos, which is all about using logic and facts to convince people. So instead of just saying something because we feel it's true, we use evidence and reasoning to make our point. It's like showing your work in math class. You're proving your answer with logic and facts. So next time you're trying to convince someone of something, think about using logos to make arguments stronger. So for further information, next reporter may go on Hazel Bayani.
Thank you, Miss Iran. And now, I am going to teach you on how to insert a hyperlink in a Word document. And always remember that in creating a hyperlink, it does not necessarily have to be a text because hyperlink is a text or images that can direct readers to another media or another file. So now, I am going to show you the 3 easy steps in how to insert a hyperlink in a Word document. So just like this one, this is an example of hyperlink in a Word document. This is the output 3 created by Ma'am Joanne, and as what we can observe that when we click the text, it will take us to another media. Alright, diba? So, it takes us to another media. So that's what hyperlink is all about. So step 1, select the text or picture that you want to turn into a hyperlink. So let's use this as an example. Copy, Then step 2, click insert or insert tab and click hyperlink. You may also right click and click hyperlink on the shortcut menu. So step 3, in the insert hyperlink box, type or paste your link in the address box, or simply select the file and click OK. OK. And now it's a hyperlink. So let's see if hyperlink na bagid siya if ma-open nato ang kani siya nga text. So let's see. So, diba? Nakapadulong dayon siya sa ako ang YouTube channel. So, hyperlink na siya. So, inana lang ka-simple magbuhat sa hyperlink. Next are the 7 easy steps to add a hyperlink with HTML or hypertext markup language. So in order to create your HTML file, open up your computer's file program, then go to desktop or wherever you want to put the file, and then right click, then click new and click text document. Then make sure to change the file name into index.html and click enter. Then right click again and then click open with and choose which application you want to use to open the file. So in my case, I will use Opera GX internal browser. So once open, go back to the file and go back to the file and choose which application you want to use to create or in creating your hyperlink with the use of HTML elements. So in my case, I will use Visual Studio Code. So once everything is done setting up, then we can now then start adding a hyperlink with HTML. So step 1, open a new document in a simple text editor. You may also use Notepad, which can be found in your laptop, but in my case, I will use Visual Studio Code. Step 2, once open, you can now start creating your HTML document. And always remember that in creating HTML, make sure to follow the proper HTML tags. But before we proceed to the third step, let me show you first the HTML basic formatting tags for you to be guided. So this is the basic formatting tags, this one, and it must be arranged like this. Kailangan walay sayop and sakto po ang paggagamit sa mga symbols. So step 3, you can now begin by typing the link tag or the basic formatting tag. But to make it easy, you can just simply copy and paste the link tags. So copy and paste. Copy. And there you go. So below the link tag body, this one, you can start typing triangular bracket a space href and equals and quotation mark. And you can also use the alternative one, which is the triangular bracket h and 1 and triangular and bracket again. So step 4, place your complete URL here sa space between the quotation marks. So by the way, sa body nimo ibutang ang content nimo sa web page nimo. So diri nimo siya ibutang. So just like for example, ang link sa Google Classroom. So you just have to copy and paste the link sa mga gusto nimo ibutang sa website. Just like this one, for example. You have to do is to paste the link here and Control S. So let's see if kanang nakabutang ba siya sa web page. Then, diba, naa siya, nakabutang siya. Kung unsay magibutang sa notepad, makabutang po siya diri sa website nga imo ang gihimo. Just like this one, for example. Kina siya, and now let's proceed to step 5. Step 5, compose your own title for the link. So in composing your title, it should be placed below the head tag. Dere. So, sa pagbuhat nimo sa imo ang title, you just have to type the triangular bracket, then title, and triangular end bracket. And you will kanang put your title here sa tunga. So just like for example, my website. Then click Control S. Then let's see if nakabutang or na-change ba po siya sa website nga atong gihimo. Alright, so diba naa siya changes here. So makita nimo siya dere nga na-change na ang name or ang title sa website. And pwede po mag-add og another link if gusto ka. You just have to kanang awaton ra nimo ang imong type pinakauna nga triangular bracket H, but this time 2 nang imo ang ibutang. Triangular end bracket again. Then diri dayon nimo i-paste na sad ang sunod nga link kung gusto nimo ibutang sa imong website. Just like this one, for example, ang link sa ako ang YouTube channel. So copy, then paste it here sa tunga. Then let's see if nakabutang po siya sa ato ang website. Then let's see if nakabutang. Alright, so naa siya, diba? So 6, save, and 7, review your website. And now, may I call on the next reporter, Miss Kyla Pelicano.
Good afternoon, everyone. So I am the next reporter. I am Kyla Pelicano. So I'll be tackling about requirements to consider when choosing a font. So the first query is, what does my audience expect from my use of fonts? So your font should resonate with your brand. For example, if you are a tech company, you will choose a more custom font. And if you are a book publisher for children, of course you will choose a font that is more whimsical or relatable. So the next is, what do I embody in my font choices? So you need to consider who you are when writing or choosing a font. For instance, if you are writing or choosing a font as a applicant for a job or as a business letter, because that is very crucial. So the next query is, what kind of text am I typing in various fonts? So the purpose of your text can greatly influence the type of font that you will choose. For example, for a logo, you might want a unique or custom font, while for a body or a text, you'd want something more readable and simple. So the next query is, how far is my text being viewed by the audience? So it is crucial that your text is easy to read. Some fonts may look nice when it is large, but for the instances that it will be shrunk, it won't be readable. So the last query is, what are the available fonts that can register on the majority of my audience's computer if I will post on my website in case they're using an old version of OS? Of course, you need to really be careful when choosing a font because some fonts are not available on some devices. For instance, it is available on Canva, but it won't be available in a cell phone. And the next is, how colors affects customers' mood and branding. So different colors can stimulate different behavior. When choosing the right color for your brand, you may consider the following using color psychology. So the first color is blue. We all know that blue indicates trust and appeals of discipline. And some brand that uses this is Globe, SSS, Metrobank, and MMDA. So the next color is color green. Color green denotes prosperity, progress, peace, and environment. So there are brands that uses color green. For instance, Land Bank, Cebu Pacific, and Smart. So the next color is red. Red conveys energy, excitement, vibrancy, and passion. So some brand that uses color red, is Donuts, DPI, Petron, and Selecta. So the next color is color yellow. Yellow is a very cheerful color. We all know that. So it is about an active and interactive color. So some brand that uses this color is McDonald's, Lucky Me, and Sun Cellular. So the next one is color black. Black signifies power, evil, elegance, and strength. So brands that use this color blacks are Adidas, Nike, Vans, and Chanel. So the last color is color orange. Color orange indicates extroversion, confidence, youthfulness, and fun. So some brand that uses this color is Hermes, Meralco, and Potato Corner. And that would be all on my topic. And let me call on Miss Kate Ashley Pastor to continue the discussion.
So, good afternoon everyone. I am Kate Ashley Pastor, and for the continuation of our topic, let's proceed to the 5 dimensions of brand personality. So, brand personality is a set of human characteristics that are attributed to a brand's name, and brand personalities have 5 dimensions. And these are sincerity, excitement, competence, sophistication, and ruggedness. So first, what is sincerity? So here in sincerity, we have down to earth, honest, wholesome, and cheerful. While in excitement, we have daring, spirited, imaginative, and up-to-date. Here in competence, we also have reliable, intelligent, successful. Next is the sophistication. In sophistication, we have the upper class, good and good looking. Next is the ruggedness. In ruggedness, we also have outdoorsy and twister. So next, we have the visual designers, ops, and tools. So in brand personality, color branding is important. And some researchers proves that the color of our brand and the packaging itself are defined in the mood of the person. So here we have the Lightroom and the PixArt. We also have the Canva and the Pexels. Next is design as rhetorical organization. First, let's define what is rhetorical. So rhetorical refers to the art of speaking or writing effectively. So here in rhetorical organizations, designing visuals rhetorically is likened to the way a normal person reads, being particular to setting eyes on important cues, whether horizontal, vertical, diagonal, or circular manner. So the following points can help us to design a rhetorical organization is design analyze it. Next is design as based on uniqueness. So next is design based on uniqueness. So one design cannot easily be noticed or appreciated if it is not you. So always bear creativity in mind. Design based on who you are and not who you want to be known. So may I call on Mr. Jerson Lozano for our next report.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Jerson Lozano, and I'll be discussing the visual rhetoric analytical methodologies. So when we say analytical methodologies, it is the process of analyzing the visual rhetoric or the visual ads we see in posters or the advertisements we see on TVs or in our social media platforms. So let's proceed. These are the steps in conducting visual rhetoric analysis. First, take note of every single thing you see in the ad. The colors, the objects, and etc. Just like Ms. Kailan have discussed, every color has different meanings behind it. So when we say color yellow, it is vibrant and it is attracting. It is about joyfulness. So next is you will take note the objects. What you see on the objects, the person. A person is also an object in the visual ad. The person, or what's the object, geometrical shape that they put in that ad, just like that. So next one is identify the significance of the objects and graphics used. So when you know all the color and the objects, you will now identify the significance, the importance or the meaning behind the objects and the graphics used in that visual advertisement. Next then is determine the overall message. So you now have the idea of what is the color being used in the visual ad, and what are the objects, what are the designs. Then you can now have the message in that particular advertisement. So just like Coca-Cola. When you say Coca-Cola, it is color red, right? Color red and color black, and color white. So red attracted those viewers, us viewers, to gain our insights, to taste that kind of product, which is the soft drinks. So next is pinpoint the target audience. So you have now the message. The message is all about the drinking and the soft drinks. So what is the target audience of Coca-Cola? Of course, the target audience of Coca-Cola is everyone who can drink, that is able to drink soft drinks. So that is the target audience or the target market. So when you say example, PH Care. So when you say PH Care, we have a visual advertisement. PH Care usually. So another example aside from Coca-Cola is PH Care. So in PH Care, mostly their visual advertisements often have issues under the ear, the genital area of a woman, then a skirt, just like that. So you can have a message or you have a message in mind that the target audience is all about women who are experiencing monthly periods. So that is the pinpoint the target audience. Okay, let's move on to the three sides and modalities of visual images according to Rose of 2007. First one is the production or technological. Production or technological are the medium or material tool used to produce and design a specific image. So just Ms. Ashley stated earlier, we have Lightroom, we have PixArt, Canva, Adobe Sparks, and many other applications you can use to have or produce your visual rhetoric or visual advertisement. Mostly on the beginners and the amateur, they use Canva. But when you say those big companies just like Coca-Cola or just like that company's Pepsi, they will use Adobe because that Adobe application or website has more capacities and more features in editing videos or pictures. Next is image or compositional. It is the image itself, including the objects, text, color, style, organization of feature and page, and the graphics used to convey a particular meaning or message. Of course, if you have an ad, you do not only compose the text, you should always compose a picture because a picture adds a meaning on that visual rhetoric or visual ad. So when you don't see a picture or just text, so dili kay ka makasabot sa ilang ginabaligya or ilang gina-advertise, right? So kung naay pictures, mas makasabot ang mga naay pictures at ang visual rhetoric or visual advertisement. If naay pictures at ang visual rhetoric or visual ad, then it will add more meaning behind that. Mas makasabot ang atong target audience or viewers. Example, if ato page care, if wala kay picture na ginabutan na to, dili sa na makasabot para kay kinsa to the product. So makamabutan ka na to women, picture sa babae, picture na pintan sa ilang part, bitaw na kanang naka-skirt, then mas makasabot sila na okay, ang product is pang babae ang page care. So next one is the audiences or social. People who view the visual image. So para kay kinsa ang imong visual rhetoric or visual ad. So that is the audiences or social. Muna siya mga target audiences or target market. So example, ang page care. Kinsa man imong target na viewers adto, of course, mga babae. Dili maka-target atong mga lalaki. Kaya of course, dili man gagamit ang lalaki sa page care. Right? So next, let's forward to how to write your visual analysis paper. So here, we will write now our visual analysis paper on the visual rhetoric. These are the parts of the visual analysis paper. First part is the introduction. Of course, we will start into the introduction. You should state the fundamental details about the visual image. So you will state everything what you can see on that visual ad or visual rhetoric. First is the facts about the artwork or artist. So you will have a small biography of that artist to make that poster or the visual ad. Next one is describe the visual clearly. Explain the purpose. What's the purpose of this? What is the intent of visual rhetoric? Next one is discuss the position or argument of the image. So it's all understandable. So let's move forward to the thesis statement. Here, you can have it at the end of your introduction or at the beginning of your body. So in thesis statement, you will analyze the meaning of the visual image. Here, you will take note on the time it was created and for whose time. So time it was created. Para ano sa man naghihimo na visual ad, ano siya gigawas sa market or gano'n siya gigawas sa television or sa social media. Imo na siya i-take note dana sa imong thesis statement. Next is decide what claim you are writing. So para kung saan ang claim na gina-write na gina-persuade mo ana na visual rhetoric. Sample sa page here is gina-persuade mo paggamit sa page K para ma-care ang inyong genital areas sa women. So muna siya ang purpose sa pH care. So magbutan ka sa imong thesis statement, mag-claim ka na ang pH care is for women to have a delicate care on their genital parts. Next one is write your position if you're in favor or not. So are you in favor of the visual rhetoric or visual ad, or are you not in favor of that visual ad? So muna siya kapasabot anak. So muna ay mong makatimanan sa thesis statement. Ang time na kung saan na siya i-create, tapos kung sa imong claim, kung sa imong position, if agree ba ka na ad or not. Next is the body. Body, discuss your ideas in thesis statement with supporting evidence based on the visual image. Describe the visual composition based on the arrangement of features. So here in body, imo na siyang i-analyze ang layout. Tsada ba ang layout? Tsada ba ang pagkabutang sa text? Dagko ba ang text? Mabasa ba? Or gagmay na ba kayo ang text? Next is the juxtaposition, contrast, focus, frame, vector, color lighting, texture techniques. So here, you will analyze if ang color or ang lighting ba is tsada pagkagamit sa sa ana na visual rhetoric. Example, isa ka poster. Anong poster is very dark. So dili na kay siya maklaro sa mga audiences namo, mga audiences. So di dapat ang imong visual rhetoric is sakto lang. Dili pud kay siya hayag, dili pud kay siya gigit. Sakto lang na mabasa sa imong viewers or audiences. Next is, you will determine the genre of the visual image. So, i-determine na nimo ano siya na genre. Sa kung kana ba siya is para ba na siya sa body. Example, focus is advertisement sa mga product. If kana ba na genre sa product is para ba na siya sa hygiene or para ba na siya sa atong facial mga nana bitaw sa genre ana na ad. Next is explain the relevance of text. Narrate briefly the story that the visual conveys. So you will narrate what is the story behind that visual ad or rhetoric. Next is the last part, the conclusion. So, of course, if mag-analyze ka sa isa ka visual rhetoric or ad, hagit na siya conclusion. It will end your analysis by concluding or giving a fascinating or motivating fact, which is the visual rhetoric is always designed through personal experience, innovation. Innovation, ano siya mga new invention, mga creative invention. So, dili na ta mag-stock. So, sa itong traditional, murag ito mag-stock. Dapat mag-create ta of new because the world is also changing. So, ang atong product or atong visual rhetoric is mag-change po. Di ba, kabantay mo sa mga logo, karon na agka-change ka ang mga logo, kay conserve siya for 3 years, na. Kaya para po, naa siya yung impact o naa siya yung mag-purpose sa ilang logo. Next is the knowledge and the sentiments. So sa conclusion, ibutan man ninyo imong knowledge and sentiments on that visual rhetoric. So that is all for my part. So so here we have a video of Coca-Cola. So it cannot be played. So I will just discuss. So sa Coca-Cola anime advertisement is advertisement siya. Coca-Cola is shared by everybody, by couple, by family, by those who are sick na nasa kuan, they drink Coca-Cola. So ang baka pwede ka maka-visual analysis paper dito, yung ibutan dito is ang Coke is not only such a soft drink, but also you can share it with your family. Tungkol sa soft drink, makashare kang bond and love sa iyong family or friends. So, inana siya example sa visual analysis paper. And that is all for our part in chapter 5. Thank you and have a good day.